about logging into Canvas as a parent. The first step to logging into Canvas as a parent is to go to the URL sheboyganfalls.instructure.com/login/Canvas. Upon hitting enter, you will be taken to the School District of Sheboygan Falls sign-in page. You'll find two pieces of information are needed to log into Canvas: a login and a password. The login is the same as your Infinite Campus username. If you've forgotten your Infinite Campus username, you could call the building administrative assistants for that information. You simply type that into the top line. The password is your birth date with zeros and slashes. You simply enter that into that spot where it says password, and then you click login. And if this is the first time you have logged in as a parent, it will ask you to accept the user policy. You click on the I agree to use the acceptable use policy and click submit. This will take you to your dashboard as a parent. After logging in, you will land on your dashboard. I'd like to take a moment to just give you a quick tour of the dashboard. The first thing you will notice are the course tiles. Each of these tiles represents a course that your students have been enrolled in our district. You will notice that all of the students that you have in the district will be found on the dashboard. So if you have a student in 5K, 3rd grade, 12th grade, all of those students will be found on one dashboard. Now, if we go to the navigation bar on the left-hand side, you will see an account, place to get back to your dashboard. You will see courses, calendar, inbox, and help. I'll take a few moments to go through each of these next. I would like to take you through how to change your notifications that come to you via Canvas. One thing to note is that any notification will come to the email address that you shared with the district in Infinite Campus. The first thing you need to do is click on your account button in the upper left-hand corner and then access and click on notifications. You will notice that you have 4 choices: notify me right away, send me daily summary, send me a weekly summary, or do not send me anything at all. Another thing you could do is click show the name of your observed student in the notification. This might be important for families that have more than one student in the district. Now, one thing to note, if you have many students or your students are involved in many courses, the number of emails could get out of hand. So keep that in mind when you change your notifications. Now I'd like to take a moment to go through some of these selections. Due date is the notification you will get when an assignment has been posted, and it will give you the due date. Grading policies will only change if changed by the instructor, and you would only get an email then. I would suggest not being sent a course content notification. Anytime a teacher would change a page in their Canvas instance, you would get an email. So I would assume that you would be getting emails, and tons of them, daily. The same would apply for files. Anytime a teacher adds a file to a Canvas course, you would receive a notification, and this would happen many times daily. You would really want to get announcements at least once a day. Teachers often put announcements in for assignments or if something major is happening in their course. The next one you could ignore because we, in our instance, do not allow parents to create notifications. Grading may be important to you. After a student is submitted and the teacher has graded the assignment, you could get an email. One thing to note, if you have an email that is a work email and you feel that the privacy settings may be compromised, you may not want to receive notifications. You will be able to look at grades in a different spot in Canvas, which we'll be highlighting later. There is no need for you to worry about any invitations, so you can keep that one off. Submission content, or comment, this would be important for parents that want to see how well their students are doing and what comments the teachers are leaving on assignments. This is different from just the grade. You do not have to worry about blueprints. Discussions are posted by teachers and often involve class materials. Parents can see discussions, but they cannot post on your own. Conversations, these are something that you do not need to worry about. Scheduling, you do not need to worry about. So I would click that you do not need any. Groups, conferences, and alerts, except for global announcements. You may want to click on global announcements. Sometimes the administrators of the buildings or the district will put out an announcement for everybody in Canvas, and you may want to click on any of those or get any of those. Please note that you can come and change your notification preferences at any time. Next piece of Canvas we would like to highlight is the calendar. To find the calendar, go to the left navigation bar and click on Calendar. I'm going to go back a few months when we were still in session to demonstrate. There are 3 different views you could choose for your calendar. You could have a weekly view, a monthly view, or an agenda view. There are 2 different types of events in the calendar: an announcement, which you can click on and then click on the link and go directly to that announcement for more information. Or there is an assignment, and this looks like a notebook. You click on that and then click on the link and you go directly to the assignment. The calendar is organized by course. Each course has its own color, so that it allows you to remain organized, and you could change the color if you would like, depending on your preferences. The next piece of Canvas I would like to go over is the communication piece called the inbox. So to the left you will find the inbox icon, and you can click that right there. When you have communication, you will be receiving a notification right here. Then you can click on that notification and read it, and that usually comes from the teacher, but it could also come from your student as well. If you would like to use Canvas to communicate with teachers in specific courses, you can create your own inbox message to the teacher. To do this, you go to the Compose a Message icon, and you could select which course you would like to do that. So you could go to Favorite Courses, More Courses, and then you just pick that one course. Then 2, you will be able to go to just your student. So if you click that, you only would have your student. And if you go back, we could go to the teachers. And then you would have your teacher right there. You would select that. And then you would give it a subject. How can I help in art class, maybe the title of it. And then you would just enter your message there. And then you would go ahead and click send. And that goes to the teacher. And then they receive a message in their inbox. Sometimes you have to add something to communicate clearly with the teacher. So you can add an attachment, if you see in the lower left-hand corner there, or you can actually create a video or audio comment if it's easier to do that. So you go right there and you would just hit start recording, and if your device has a camera and microphone, you would allow that and then just create your video or audio message right there and then hit send, and you'll be in communication with that course's teacher. So it's a little more concentrated on each course, maybe a little easier to communicate in this way than going through regular Gmail or whatever email you currently use at home. The final piece of the Canvas navigation bar we would like to highlight is the Help button. So when you click the Help button, you are taken to this little pop-up. The first thing you would want to do is go to search the Canvas guides. From this home page, you click on Canvas, and then you go Observer Parent Guide. Then you can click on any of these topics, and it will take you to a visual guide of what is the functionality of that piece of Canvas. I will also link a direct link to this Canvas page in the video description of this YouTube. The next step in the Canvas help is to report a problem. If you have a problem and then you can't find anything in the guides and you would like to report that, you would click right there to report a problem. You do a subject, you do a description, and then how this is affecting you, and then you would submit the ticket. The ticket first comes to us at Sheboygan Falls, and if we are unable to help you with that problem, we escalate that to Canvas itself. We have subscribed to the 24/7 help desk and often have an answer within the first few days. Another part of the help button is the submit a feature idea. So if you have an idea that would make the Canvas experience better for parents, you could submit that feature idea to Canvas themselves. The next topic to be covered would be the actual opening of a course. Once you find a course tile that you want to open on the dashboard, click once. From here, you will be taken to the course's home page. As a result of feedback from parents and students, we have created a uniform format for each grade band. No matter what grade band you are, you will find some common buttons. One of those is the Google Meet button for our virtual meetings, a teacher email button that will take you directly to the email of that teacher, an Infinite Campus login so that you could look at official grades, a link to the calendar, just one more spot to find information, and a link or a phone number to reach the staff member. Below you will find a Google slide which has been published to the web, and each day's activity will be mapped out for you right there. You will often find links directly to assignments in this slideshow itself. Below in the description of this YouTube, you will find links to more in-depth descriptions of the homepage for each grade band level. Please take a moment to find the grade band level for your student and preview what that homepage will look like. The last two topics to be covered in this video are assignments and grades. To see a list of assignments, click on the assignments link to the left side. From here, you will see all the assignments that a teacher has assigned to your student. Click on an assignment and you get some information. You may get a due date, the point value, how the student will submit the assignment, and the date that it is available. Then you will see information about that. This may include a video, a Google Doc, a Microsoft Word, slides. There's all kinds of information that can be found for this assignment. Usually this is where the teacher would leave any instructions. Next, we'll look at grades. So when you click on grades, you'll see that you get a list of those grades. Now, when there is a comment on the assignment, you will see this little comment box right here and a check. So if you can get right there and click on it, you will then see that you can look at feedback. So when the teacher gives feedback, you'll see a little preview of that right there, and you will be given the feedback and you can see the grade as well. right in this corner. And that's how to look at assignments and grades.